Okay. Now, I got a different message when it came up then, so it may be recording, but I may end up not knowing where it's going to end up. So
Oh, wow.
technology. Anyway, how'd everyone go with the lessons?
I did okay. I didn't do as good as I did the week before, but I did okay. Coralie?
I am.
So, yeah, I took Joe's one of I'm God having a human experience. I was having a very human experience, but I do love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of my take. I spent most of my time having a human experience rather than
Mm.
being God observing my human experience. Yeah, I had a kind of a rough week with a client, and it was just so 37 years doing this. I've never had a client like that, not ever. So it was very interesting. I still don't have 100% resolution to it, but I will get it.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
Mm. Um, how did I go? I don't, um, I was journaling on it, so I have had some, I'm not sure if it's really what the lesson was, but I've had some interesting things come up about people wanting to be treated like royalty or expecting to be treated like royalty. Um,
I I can't imagine you won't bend the knee, V. What's wrong with you?
and it's been a bit of a trigger for me, so I did a process, and I feel a bit better, and I think there's still some work on there to do.
Remember, the TMRT can be used for future events as well, which is very handy.
Hmm.
So you get the future event that you are concerned about. You imagine the images that come into your mind based upon your concern and your fear, and then you do the TMRT on that image, and it changes everything.
Cool.
So you can place yourself back in the now a lot easier with that process. So
Nice.
yeah, it's good.
Mm,
Clean up the past and neutralize the future. So
nice.
full service.
Love it. I'll give that a go. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Joe, how did you go?
I I did all right. Like everyone else who chose to follow me with the I am God having a human experience. We all had human experiences, that's for sure. I did notice that the way I reacted to many of these human experiences was much different than weeks ago. I have gotten some resolution on a 51 week nightmare, but finally resolved. I don't have the vehicle, but I have at least my finances back. But the handling of that situation was very confrontational, and I could have chose to definitely hop into anger and argue with them and try and get my voice heard, but it was one of those arguing with fools things. There was nothing more I can do but just say okay, and I kind of sat there thinking about it after the fact, and I'm like, wow, kind of feel kind of feel bad for him. From November till now, there is zero recollection of any conversation we had, or he chooses not to hold himself accountable for anything. I mean, I just started going off with all sorts of different things that he could be doing and just realized it doesn't really matter. Situation's resolved, that's over. I no longer have the stress. I don't have to worry about it. So, uh, yeah, kind of happy with how things went and that I didn't fall into that good old fashioned anger attitude that I had grown accustomed to most of my life.
That's huge.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how has
Well
that
done.
been with your pain then, Joe? Have you noticed any change in your pain?
Yeah, my spirits are up a little. I don't feel I look so miserable, so I probably should come on camera.
Go on.
But
You
yeah,
sound
the
better.
body, right? Thank you. The body aches aren't so bad. I mean, I did go flying Superman off a bicycle recently, so I do have
Yeah.
some aches in other areas, but they're not what they were. It's almost back to a tolerable level.
Hmm,
Yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah,
Right?
good news. How about you, Linda?
My lesson was everything that was created is therefore perfectly safe because the laws of God protect it by his love. Um, hmm. Yes, still working on that one.
Yeah, I feel like mine needs work. Wow. Shall we dive into the text? The idols of sickness. Share screen.
Yes.
Can you let me share screen? I don't like this new Zoom setup. I'm going to have to put that over there then.
So
Is it the
did it just
13th
change
today?
for you today?
What's that?
I was just wondering if Zoom just changed for you today.
Yes, it did. It's different today. It just looks different. Didn't let me do what I wanted to do, and now it's not going to let me share.
My Zoom
Coralie,
did
can you
something
share?
different today too.
Oh, here we go. I got it. That looks weird. Can everyone see the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Good. Okay. We read number 1. Do we want to reread it since the beginning of this section, or shall we? Yeah, all right. And it was a bit tricky, I think. So, Gary, you want to start us off?
V? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Unless you first know something, you cannot dissociate it. Knowledge must precede dissociation, so that dissociation is nothing more than a decision to forget. What has been forgotten then appears to be fearful, but only because a dissociation is attack on truth. You are fearful because you have forgotten, and you have replaced your knowledge by an awareness of dreams, because you are afraid of your dissociation, not of what you have dissociated. When what you have dissociated is accepted, it ceases to be fearful. Someone else is
What
going to
do
have to
we
give a crack at
mean?
that one.
What was that, Gary?
Someone else is going to have to give a crack at that because my
Oh,
brain
okay.
kind of
I was
fogged.
just going to ask, what do we mean by dissociation?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I don't
that's the
know.
question.
Knowledge
Mhm.
must see, unless you first know something, you cannot dissociate it. Unless you first know something.
I just Googled it. Dissociation is a mental process where a person disconnects from their thoughts, feelings, memories, or sense of identity.
And a distorted process of thinking whereby two systems of belief which cannot coexist are both maintained.
What's that? Is that another definition of dissociate? That's even more confusing.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm quite mind-blowing.
Yeah. Well, Gary, you used to use this quite a bit in your processes where you are dissociated or associated.
It means
Uh,
outside of yourself, looking at yourself. But the
Yeah.
thing that's kind of coming to me, which I will have to read further to verify this is true, but I don't know why I'm thinking this, but it seems as if that when you're judging someone, you're dissociated from the thing that you do that you're seeing being done by the other person. So you're dissociated from it, and therefore it's fearful. Knowledge must precede dissociation, so that dissociation is more than a decision to forget. What has been forgotten then appears to be fearful, but only because the dissociation is an attack on the truth. You are fearful because you have forgotten. Now, what I'm making up about is that I forgot that I do whatever I'm judging outside of myself in someone else.
Mm.
But I could be totally wrong. And then the last line is when what you have dissociated is accepted, it ceases to be fearful. So when I acknowledge the fact that I do the exact same thing as Fred over across the street, then Fred over across the street isn't as fearful to me. But I don't know if I'm accurate.
Kind of went into like my traumas to where the more I try and run and hide from my traumas, the more the fear rises. And the more that I step into that fear and heal those traumas, I no longer have that fear.
Mm, yeah.
Mm.
So the AI says that in A Course of Miracles, dissociation refers to the mind's process of splitting off parts of itself, particularly those associated with fear and the ego, from its conscious awareness.
Well, is that then saying that it's projected out?
Well, it's creating a sense of separation
Yeah.
from ourselves.
It's funny because I don't think I actually read what my lesson was. Accept and learn from dissociation so you can know them and have no fear. So for that, I have been trying to or working on looking at what I'm not acknowledging in myself that is holding me back, that is separating me. And that's kind of where this whole thing about being triggered by royalty came from. People wanting to be treated like royalty is that triggers me. And it's like, well, what is that in there what is it that's affecting me from that?
Mm.
So we've dissociated, yeah. So okay, I think I'm getting it now. So we're dissociating from parts of ourselves or parts of our mind that need to be opened up and shown to the light so that we can actually acknowledge it and integrate it and move on.
And move back to our true self to stop the separation. Mm.
Yeah. And so that I think that's been a very helpful conversation already. Thank you. Judging someone is a dissociation from ourselves as to what we see in them that we don't like about ourselves. Cool.
I love that look of satisfaction on your face, V.
And I never used to actually like verbalize my thought processes. They always used to go on and they didn't even have words a lot of the time. So this is another evolution, I guess. Cool. Are we happy with that one then?
Yep.
Or we still want to, still some things we need to break open?
And funnily enough, at the top of my page, I'd actually written disassociation equals separation. That was from last week. So,
Right.
mm.
Yeah. Oh. Are we happy with that one then?
I am.
Cool.
Yep.
Number 2. Who wants to read number 2?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yet to give up the dissociation of reality brings more than merely lack of fear. In this decision lie joy and peace and the glory of creation. Offer the Holy Spirit only your willingness to remember, for he retains the knowledge of God and of yourself for you, waiting for your acceptance. Give up gladly everything that would stand in the way of your remembering, for God is in your memory. His voice will tell you that you are part of him when you are willing to remember him and know your own reality again. Let nothing in this world delay your remembering of him, for in this remembering is the knowledge of yourself.
Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? That's sort of like a big warm hug, that one.
Mm. So I guess you don't know that you've given up your dissociation until you're feeling joy and peace and the glory of creation.
Yeah.
So really, if you just always think of God, then all of the other bullshit just falls aside and you're at one in alignment and peace and everything good.
Yes.
You
That's the
make it sound
shortcut.
so simple.
I know. I'm just having a dream. But it is, isn't it? Because all the good stuff is simple.
Yeah.
Hmm. We don't really need to break that up, do we? But
Mm-mm.
I see Gary's writing.
I am.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. That's on page
183.
182 if you ever want to refer back to it in the manual, in the actual book. Number 3. Who wants to read that one?
I think you should read that one, V.
Okay. To remember is merely to restore to your mind what is already there. You do not make what you remember. You merely accept again what is already there but was rejected. The ability to accept truth in this world is the perceptual counterpart of creating in the kingdom. God will do his part if you will do yours, and his return in exchange for yours is the exchange of knowledge for perception. Nothing is beyond his will for you, but signify your will to remember him, and behold, he will give you everything but for the asking.
Mm. Mm. That's actually helped clarify last week's lesson for me.
Has it?
Mm.
Awesome. flows on nicely from number 2, where
Mm.
you were just feeling like you had a great big hug. So the hug continues. The ability to accept truth in this world is the perceptual counterpart of creating in the kingdom. I'm not sure what that means, though. Perceptual counterpart. Does that mean together or perceptual counterpart?
Is that the oneness?
Yeah.
Because if you're accepting the truth in this world, then it's your reality in the kingdom, isn't it? The creating of the kingdom.
Yep. Okay.
I guess I'm. What do you think, Gary?
I had to answer the door. I had neighbors at my front door with mail for me, so I had to go get that. So I missed that paragraph. So I think it's great. It's totally clear and understandable to me. Just kidding.
I was just getting clarity. I was just getting clarity around the ability to accept truth in this world is the perceptual counterpart of creating in the kingdom. Does that just mean it's the same as perceptual counterpart?
The ability to accept truth. Now, are we talking about the truth that everything's one and that God is in all things? Is that the truth we're speaking about?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Cool. Did you actually get a chance to read that paragraph, Gary? Did you want
I'm
more
reading
time
it
with
right now. Yeah.
Good.
Well, I love this one line that says, um, the ability to accept truth in this world is a perceptual counterpart of creating in the kingdom. God will do his part if you will do yours. And his return in exchange for yours is the exchange of knowledge for perception. Nothing is beyond his will for you, but signifies your will to remember him, and behold, he will give you everything but for the asking. I love that.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Should turn my video off probably. I'm a bit tired.
Okay, so if you there's richness in number 3.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there is. I just want to write the whole thing out.
I know.
And remember,
Remember
still
is a very prominent word in these paragraphs.
yes.
It's like it's a
Yeah.
constant reminder. Remember, remember, remember.
Yes, it's not even about learning, it's not about awareness, it's just remembering.
Yeah.
It's already there. We already have it within us. Yeah. It's definitely all about the at-one-ment there.
Yes.
All right.
Don't change
So
it. Don't change it.
Linda, do you want to read that one? You haven't read yet, have you?
No. No, I haven't read. Yes, I would love to. Just clarifying. When you attack, you are denying yourself. You are specifically teaching yourself that you are not what you are. Your denial of reality precludes the acceptance of God's gift because you have accepted something else in its place. If you understand that this is always an attack on truth and truth is God, you will realize why it is always fearful. If you further recognize that you are part of God, you will understand why it is that you always attack yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting when the words like attack and violate come up, they really stand out, don't they? Because all the other words, even though together they're creating a huge lesson, but they're gentler, they're softer. So I really notice when these words come in, it's like, whoa.
Mm. Yes. The power of language, eh?
Yeah,
Yep.
It feels different.
yeah, that's right.
I
Hmm.
kind of feel this with my little lesson on royalty. I'm attacking the other person because I'm judging them. And it's really how does it affect me? It doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. Little grain of sand.
Yeah, you can make a pearl with a grain of sand. But I like this line, your denial of reality precludes the acceptance of God's gift. As your denial of reality is just before the bit where it gets good. So it's okay because it's just leading up to it. It's not instead of it or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
It just feels like it's so easy to just change your mind about things, isn't it, really?
We're so hypnotized to believe that we're separate, and that's a difficult one. Can I tell a little story about this particular
Yeah.
thing? I was
Yes.
really well, turning into a really good friend of mine, an old student of mine from San Diego. 25 years ago, she did the trainings, and she was in a lot of trouble. And I told her she should come to Arkansas. And within a month, her and her husband moved here. Like, boom, we're there in the mountains with you. And I just started hanging out with him. He unfortunately passed away from cancer. So on Sunday, we went out into this lake to spread his ashes. And the lake, little did I know, because Arkansas is a quartz crystal capital of America. This lake, Lake Washita, is the whole bottom of the lake is quartz crystals. So the energy and the water, it's like when you jump into the lake, it's like a baptism. It's the most bizarre thing. And I'm on this boat, me and Robert, with everyone smoked cigarettes, like everyone on the boat. There was 9 people, and they're all chain smoking.
Mm.
And Robert and I like, we're like joking to death. My judgment meter's going sky high. And then like several of the women were like, oh, like, very large women, like very large women, like 350-pound kind of very large women, all in bikinis. My judgment meter could have like gone sky high on that one. And then everyone was lesbian, or they were in the middle of a transition from woman to man. So there's just all this wild diversity around me, and Robert and I are like going, huh, What do you think? We don't think anything, you know. But what we both did is we sorted on love. We sorted on who every person was, the love they had for each other, which was really beautiful to observe. And by the end of the day, it was like I was in love with every last one of them. The sweetest, strongest people I've met in a long time. And it was truly a lovely, lovely day of spiritual connection and honoring Ronnie, who lived his life and died of cancer last month. So I had this kind of magical day on the lake, I'll say.
And you closer to getting your boat because you were going to take your boat out on the lake.
We have it. We just bought it. We found
Ah.
a slip to dock it in. It's all covered. We're all set to go. Robert's doing boating lessons tomorrow. I'm working. He's pissed because I'm not going with him, but um, he'll learn how to get it in and out of the slip and what all the things to do and not to do, and we'll figure it out. But it's magic out there, you guys. I mean, if you ever come to America, we'll take you out on the boat, but it is truly magic. There's this one big stone-faced wall that you go and you ohm like Aline does these ceremonies where you go and you hit the temple bells and then you chant Om for about 5 minutes and then throw crystals into the lake and flowers into the lake, and that's like honoring the lake. And everyone in that marina that's got prayer ties all around their boat does the exact same thing. They go and they chant in front of this rock. So it's a really unusual place. Who would think that people that were hip and connected are in the mountains of Arkansas, but they are. And
So
for you
what's the name of the lake?
Australians, it's called Washita. And for
How do
you
you spell
Australians, I couldn't tell you. Robert's telling me O-C. No, that's not right, babe.
It is. It's spelled with an O.
O-C-H-I.
It's
C-H,
Chita, like
yeah,
C-H-I-T.
Chita. Yeah,
Ochita.
yeah.
Great.
It,
Thank you, Robert.
it's it's very special there.
Lake Ochita.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you ever come, we'll all go out on the lake.
It's a date.
Okay, cool.
I haven't had much reason to be inspired about coming to the US, but that sounds lovely.
Oh, it is. And they have these thing called purple martins. Have you ever seen those flocks of birds that like make these formations in the sky, and there's billions of them, and they fly, and they look like they're one bird flying?
Yeah.
Well, you go to this one island on Washita Lake, and there's purple martins doing this dance in the sky. Millions of them. At sunset, they do it. It's
Mm.
wild. It's a wild place.
Mm.
But I wanted to share that with you because I could have just judged myself silly on that boat and
Mm.
uh, and didn't do it and fell in love with all these people I never would have connected with or known. And I felt really blessed actually. And the transgender guy, girl was one of the sweetest people I've ever met. So kind and so loving. It was just beautiful to get to know them. So I was
Mm.
very happy.
Nice.
Definitely a lesson in there. Thank you
Big
for
time.
sharing that.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
absolutely.
Yeah. Shall we do number 5?
Yeah.
And then we're back to you, Gary.
And of course, it would be all attack is self-attack.
You're the best to handle that, I think.
Oh, I don't know. All attack is self-attack. God, I love that statement. It cannot be anything else. Arising from your own decision not to be what you are, it is an attack on your identification. Attack is thus the way in which your identification is lost. Because when you attack, you must have forgotten what you are. And if your reality is God's, when you attack, you are not remembering him. This is not because he is he is gone, but because you're actively choosing not to remember him. Ouch.
Mm. Mm.
Love how you're doing that, Joe. How do you do that? I love it.
What's he
The
doing?
react, the
Oh, hang on,
react
I'm just.
thingy on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, that's a different one.
Did you do
Sorry.
something clever?
I'm digressing here. Yeah, there's a little like do it again, Joe.
If you click
Oh,
on the three dots, it gives you all of the emojis.
Oh, I can't.
ah,
I'm not finding that one. So what was it called, Joe? Sorry.
The react button at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, if you hit the three
Oh, the
dots,
heart
Coralie,
is.
you'll get more. So I can give you a heart.
Oh, animated.
Huh.
Okay. There we
I only have hand
go.
gestures.
It's like a little party, isn't it? That is cool. Love it.
Aw.
oh, I don't. Can you guys still see the screen? Because now it looks different to me.
Yeah, and
Still
that
can.
it still
It's
looks the
okay?
same to me. Yeah.
Okay. Do we? So basically, attack is separation.
Yep.
Violation
that,
of
I think
separation.
I think that means whenever you're seeing anyone other than God, it's an attack.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oof. Hang on this week.
You know, I just need to say too, Joe, I think it's really awesome that you've done that. Like you've not been very well for a long time now, and today you've made me absolutely laugh, and I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do we need to go through number 5, really?
I don't think so, not for me.
No. Cool.
I
Let's do
have
number
3
6.
lessons I've written out so far. Yeah, busy week.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole page of notes. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick at the end of the call, but we'll see how we go. If we keep on the same sequence, Coralie, would you like to read number 6?
Sure. If you realize the complex havoc that makes your peace of mind, you could not make such an insane decision. You make it only because you still believe it can get you something you want. It follows then that you want something other than peace of mind, but you have not considered what it must be. Yet the logical outcome of your decision is perfectly clear, if you will only look at it. By deciding against your reality, you have made yourself vigilant against God and his kingdom, and it is this vigilance that makes you afraid to remember him.
Oh, crikey. Okay, that hurt.
It's not the usual uplifting last section of the.
No, it's not, is it?
No.
That's like bloody will stand to attention. Start remembering, for God's sake. Excuse all the puns in there.
Goodness me. I now feel like I need to apologise to a few people this week after reading that about technological problems I'm having and the impatience I've displayed. I need to make some apologies.
But I think, like, was it an outward burst that you gave to them? Like, are they aware of how you're feeling or what you were thinking about that? Because just the mere
Yeah,
fact that you've acknowledged it is about forgiving yourself. The mere fact that you've acknowledged it and you realise that that's
yeah. They've
a
been in
thing.
email form and one has threatened that I'll rescind the contract. So yeah, I think they know.
Okay then. Remind me not to piss you off, B.
Hey?
Remind me not to piss you off.
It's just I spent hours trying to get my head around something, which really the support people. I was basically training the support person, so and that's made me think. I don't know if this is the support I'm getting, or I have to train the person I'm getting support from. Then perhaps it's not. Perhaps it's not for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because that can be a thing that gets a bit confusing about separation too, because sometimes you do want to separate yourself from people, and that's sort of better for your
Yes,
peace.
exactly. Gives you time to reflect and review and yeah.
And because not everyone's for you, you know?
That's right. Yeah, you don't have to please everybody, and they're not going to please you. It's just acknowledging the God in them, I guess. Acknowledging that they are God. Moving on.
Yeah.
Simple.
Without attachment.
Awesome.
We've got this beautiful bird here called a currawong, and it looks like a crow. So it's the same size, looks like a crow or raven, but it's got white on its tail and it's got white underneath its legs. And it has the most beautiful call, and he's somewhere out in the trees. I just heard him. I just wanted to share that with you because that's my peace. That's my space, my peaceful space, is listening to these birds. Anyway.
One of my resources for the TMRT process for sound is actually singing magpies.
We've got the magpies are singing at night time at the moment. It's really cool. Between 8 and 9 o'clock they start, and they go for about half an hour, 45 minutes. And it's just amazing because usually I hear the magpies in the morning, or where I was staying before. So, but I think, spring's coming, the blackbirds are singing. They don't sing over winter, so they've started singing again. I guess that's all part of the mating. So it's just spectacular. And then our birds go off. We've got 2 eclectic parrots and a little cockatiel. And then we've got the chooks and a rooster. But the birds, they hear all these other birds and they start calling at them. And the male eclectic parrot, he talks like a crow. So if he hears a crow, he'll call him. It's just amazing. I just sit there for ages listening to all of this going on. It's awesome.
Lovely. There's actually there's Australian the natives have the Indigenous people have a myth about the magpies and the currawongs. Or the crows, I can't remember which one it is, but it's like this story about one was completely white and one was completely black, and they fought, and then it became a magpie.
Yeah, right.
Like it.
The other thing we've got hanging around at the moment too are the little New Holland honey eaters. And they're friendly without being over friendly, which is good. But they'll come and fly right by you, and they'll sit there and watch you. And I had one land on the windowsill the other day, and I just looked over it and said, "Oh, good morning." And it looked at me and then flew off. Like, it's just, the bird life here is just amazing. We've got a whole heap of trees, gum trees and melaleucas, and there's flowers all year round. So the honey eaters are right into the hedge at the moment because it's got these beautiful bell-like orange flowers on it. The wattle birds come around. It's a beautiful little place. And when you drive around the town, it's about the only property that's got like a forest on it. It's awesome.
That's why the birds are coming to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we make a start on the next section?
Mm.
The god of
Good.
sickness. I think it's my turn to read. You have not attacked God, and you do love him. Can you change your reality? No one can will to destroy himself. When you think you are attacking yourself, it is a sure sign that you hate what you think you are. And this, and only this, can be attacked by you. What you think you are can be very hateful, and what this strange image makes you do can be very destructive. Yet the destruction is no more real than the image, although those who make idols do worship them. The idols are nothing, but their worshippers are the sons of God in sickness. God would have them released from their sickness and returned to his mind. He will not limit your power to help them because he has given it to you. Do not be afraid of it because it is your salvation.
Wow, that's punchy, isn't it?
That makes so much sense. When you think you are attacking yourself, it is a sure sign that you hate what you think you are. And I'm sure I've done that, and I see it in other people when they put themselves down, and you're looking at them and it's like, my God, you're such a beautiful person. Why do you think this is a problem?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's that reality that is being lived in at the moment, isn't it?
One time, a friend of mine really woke me up to this. I was saying something negative about myself, and she went, "That's my friend you're talking about there. Can you stop talking about her like that?" Like, wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can we say this about ourselves then? When we can pick ourselves up and go, well, that was a bit negative. That's my friend I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Good idea. I love your friend Coralie.
Yeah.
It's a wise word.
Yes.
She's got some good ones.
My cat's agreeing with that. Do we want to read another one, or we have 8 minutes left?
Well, I've got 3 homework assignments to read. So,
You think you've got enough?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, we'll
busy
leave it
week.
at that one then. To ponder that one. And I'll close the screen. Yes. All right. Oh, got to pick a lesson. Are you going to have 3, Gary? You're going to be greedy?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to try. Try to do 3.
Joe, you're complete. Have you picked your lesson?
Yes. all attack is self-attack.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I know Gary wrote that down because that's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of wrote my own. It was from that paragraph too. Always remember God first and always.
Mm.
That's a good one.
Oh, I've got mine now. I've picked it. You will know that you have given up dissociation when you feel joy, peace, and the glory of creation.
Mm.
That's what I'm going to keep an eye out for.
I'll go
You got
ahead
yours,
and read.
Gary?
Yeah. I'm going to read all three. Let nothing in this world delay your remembering of God, for in this remembering is the knowledge of yourself. God will do his part if you do yours. Remember to see oneness. Nothing is beyond his will for you, but signifies your will to surrender to him. And behold, he will give you everything, but for the asking.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then all attack is self-attack, and you are actively choosing not to remember him. I thought those three went really well together.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm
They
going to
just
try
flow
them.
in together, don't they?
Yeah.
3 into 1. Linda, have you got yours?
Yeah, and I've got two, one from paragraph 4 and one from paragraph 5, because they do the whole flow thing. If you further recognize that you are part of God, you will understand why it is that you always attack yourself first. Arising from your own decision not to be what you are, it is an attack on your identification.
Mm.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Wow. Charlie, did you share yours?
I did, yeah.
Yep. Joe, did Joe share his?
Yeah.
Yes. All attack is self-attack.
That's
Now
right.
the trick
Right.
is now the trick is for all of us to ardently practice seeing God in all things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the trick of it.
It's the
Mm.
trick. It's a
Okay,
test.
gang, it was really good to see everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good to
you
see you
too.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
going to
next
be away for
Beautiful
the
week.
next couple of weeks.
you're going to be
Yeah.
away?
Yeah. So
Where are you off to?
have fun. Oh, a job.
Oh, right. You're not on holiday.
No, no.
Oh, enjoy. We'll think of you
Thanks.
next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye,
See you,
everyone.
everybody.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.